All right. What is something you wish you knew when you started Sage? I think the biggest thing is that we originally started as an LLC, and the process now to transition to a nonprofit or a 501c3 is lengthy. And I think both my partner and I sort of wish that's something we had done from the start. But, I think at the time it felt we didn't feel quite ready. And um, so I don't know that I would do it differently, but I think ultimately we've been operating as a nonprofit this entire time and could have secured more funding early on, and been less self-funded had we done that out the gate. I know you said you work exclusively with working artists, but I was wondering if you had any advice for art educators in regards to working with students. Yeah, so I think you guys all have really great questions, and I love that you are going to incorporate hopefully some of these practices. I think they're definitely translatable, and I think that it's really awesome to think about a whole new generation of art teachers that is going into this with such a thoughtful mentality. So I appreciate y'all. Um, what sorts of materials do you consider for the supply drops to your artists for the virtual work days? Oh, well, this has been kind of fun. So usually what we will do is we'll do a Zoom session with the artist and we'll pull up like a catalog from, Michael's and look through it, and the artist can kind of pick things out, and we kind of do a virtual shopping spree together. So that's been fun. Um, how involved are the artists in the curation of the show? I noticed the exhibitions on the website fall under categories. Are those determined after the show, or are the artists encouraged to work under the guiding theme? Yeah, so that question came up earlier. My partner and I pick the theme generally, and then the artists sort of work within that theme. They're definitely, I think the themes are often inspired by the artists. And something we're really excited about in one artist and want to see what another artist does with it, because even six artists working under the same theme will come up with really, really different interpretations of that theme, which is always really fun. So sometimes just that like spark or that word can generate some really cool diversity amongst the work. So what are the best ways to encourage a student like David from the reading, who is very reserved, to break out of their shell in an art classroom? I don't know the reading, but I think, another thing to consider is that um, some people are really expressive, but that might just not be verbal. I think that sometimes I'm a really talkative person. Rick is a very talkative person, but we have some artists that are almost entirely nonverbal and wouldn't be comfortable being sort of in the spotlight. And so I also think, there's a line between like encouraging someone and sort of forcing a preconceived notion. Some students, I think, would rather not be the center of attention, or some artists aren't super comfortable at exhibitions. And so sort of considering whether the artist is stepping back because that's what they're choosing, or stepping back because there's not enough space for them. How do you make the environment more comfortable so that artists can feel comfortable enough to open up a bit through artwork? I think, we always just want to make sure that the space feels safe. And so making sure that the artist feels like they have autonomy, like they can say that they're done for the day when they want to stop. Um, Making sure that they feel like when they want to take a break, they can take a break, having their preferred supplies, having, music if that's comfortable, not having music if that makes them uncomfortable. And yeah, I think that one of the things I really love about working with artists with disabilities is that there does tend to be sort of less of a barrier between them and their artwork. I think there's an openness that comes with the way that they create and sort of the intuitive nature of their work. And I really love that. Um, in the reading titled Artists and Disabilities, I found this quote: "The environment is non-competitive and non-judgmental. Making decisions is encouraged and respected." Um, I was reminded of this while watching your lecture when you discussed the 5 guiding principles of your organization. Do you agree that this quote reflects some of the principles of SAGE? Yeah, absolutely. So I talked about the Katzes. They were sort of the pioneers of this model. Their studio that they founded, they have 3 sort of under their umbrella, and that's Creativity Explored, Creative Growth, and NIAD, which were all are all operational in California right now. And so Sage is very much influenced and inspired by their work and their principles. And so, yeah, the answer is absolutely. I think that they're amazing, and I'm so grateful for the work that they did early on that allowed us to keep building on it today. So I appreciate you all. Thank you for your thoughtful questions. And I hope that you have a great rest of your semester. Let me know if there's anything else I can help you with. You're welcome to reach out to me by email. My email is lucy@sagestudioatx.com. And yeah, I look forward to seeing what you all do in the future. Thanks so much.